Hi there! In this lesson, I'm going to teach you how to play Morrison's jig on the tin whistle. This is a classic jig tune that is normally played quite fast, though not by me just yet. First, have a listen to the tune. Then let's break it down and learn it section by section. After the breakdown, there will be an opportunity to play along to the whole tune. Near the end of the video, I'll add a couple of ornaments to decorate the tune. Okay, let's start by listening to the tune. A quick word on the structure of the tune. There are three main sections, Part 1, Part 2A and Part 2B. We play Part 1 twice, followed by Part 2A and then Part 2B. You will notice that the second time we play Part 1, the last three notes change slightly to lead us into the next section. The first time we play Part 1, the last three notes are F, E, D. The second time we play Part 1, the last three notes are F, G, A. The reason for this change is to provide a smooth transition into the start of Part 2. I've divided each part into 4 phrases to make it easier to learn. This is Part 1, Phrase 1. Something to note. The whistle tabs include horizontal lines. These are my variation of the usual whistle tabs. The longer the line, the longer the note is held. For example, the first note in this phrase is played for 3 times as long as the third note. Okay, let's begin. Feel free to play along now, or listen first and then pause the video to try at your own pace. This is Part 1, Phrase 2. Some notes in the whistle tabs have a plus sign below them. This indicates a higher octave. You'll need to blow a bit harder to play these notes. To play a high D, you can also optionally lift your finger off hole 1 to help it play more clearly. This is Part 1, Phrase 3. This is Part 1, Phrase 4. This is how part 1 phrase 4 looks the second time part 1 is played. The only difference is the last 3 notes. This is part 2A. I've broken this section into 4 phrases. Let's take a look at phrase 1. This is part 2A, phrase 2. This is part 2A, phrase 3. This is part 2A, phrase 4. This is part 2B. I've broken this section into 4 phrases. Let's take a look at phrase 1. This is part 2B, phrase 2. This is part 2B, phrase 3. This is part 2B, phrase 4. Now you can have a go at playing the whole tune. Try playing along with me, or just pause the video and play each section at your own pace. We can really enhance the feel of Morrison's jig by adding what we call ornaments. Ornaments are the little decorations we add to notes to give the music more character, energy and flow. They don't change the melody itself, but they add that distinct flavour and rhythmic lilt that makes a piece of music sound truly Irish. Let's begin by taking a look at part 1. I've added two different ornaments to part 1. I've added a roll on the long E notes. This is marked with the circle icon with the letter R. And I've also added some cuts on some A notes and some F notes. Have a listen first, then I'll explain how to add the ornaments. A roll ornament is formed by combining a cut ornament with another ornament called a tap. So let's take a look at the cut and the tap first. The cut is created by momentarily lifting and replacing a finger to interrupt the airflow. This produces a blip-like sound that decorates a note or can be used to separate two repeated notes. To play that cut on the A, you momentarily uncover hole 1 just as you begin the note. Watch the whistle closely as I play the cut on the A note. You will see how the cut is a very rapid action and hole 1 is only uncovered for a very short duration. After the cut, the A note continues with both holes 1 and 2 covered. Watch this example of me playing a cut on the A note. To play the cut on the E note, momentarily uncover hole 3 as the note begins, then immediately cover the hole again. This creates a blip-like sound. Watch this example of me playing a cut on the E note. A tap is the opposite of a cut. It's a quick touch on a hole. To play a tap on the E note, momentarily tap hole 6 as the note begins. It's a very quick strike on hole 6 with the finger, just to add some emphasis to the note. Apart from the use of taps within rolls, we're not using the tap ornament anywhere else in this tune. Watch this example of me playing a tap on the E note. This illustration will hopefully help explain the breakdown of a roll. If the long E note has a length of 3 counts, then we start playing the E note, and when we get to count 2, we perform a rapid cut. With the same breath, the E note continues, and on the count of 3, we perform a rapid tap, and the E note continues to the end of count 3. Watch this example of me playing the E roll. The beauty of the roll is it allows you to use a single continuous breath. Your fingers do the magic of separating the sound into 3 distinct pulses. The cut acts as the trigger for the second pulse, and the tap acts as the trigger for the third. When played at speed, these individual elements blur together to give the tune that magic rolling feel that is so iconic to Irish music. This is part 2A. I've only used the cut ornament in this part. In this part, the cut is used to separate the repeated E notes and also to enhance several of the F notes. I've already explained how to play the cut in part 1, so let's hear how this part sounds with the ornamentation. This is part 2B. Like part 2A, I've only used the cut ornament in this part. Again, I've used the cut ornament to separate the repeated E notes and also to enhance the F note. Have a listen to part 2B with the ornamentation. Thank you for watching this lesson. If you found it helpful, please take a moment to give it a like. And please subscribe to stay informed about more lessons like this. Happy whistling!